Okay, good morning. This good morning. This is day 58 of making little videos describing a day or thought in the life of Dominic the schizophrenic, and it is done to express some amount of sanity amidst the world going crazy and turning it around on me and telling everybody that I was crazy. On day uh, on my pinned post on my Facebook account and pinned post on my Threads account, you can discover day 17 and day 45 of these videos. And on day 45, it expresses a 3-minute intro in the beginning of the day 45 that expresses why I make these little videos. And day 17, it shows why I choose to say schizophrenia rather than targeted individual. And on the bio section of my threads and the pin post of my Facebook, I also have my book, which is on medium.com. It's called Unveiling the Schizophrenic Tradition. And it is about uh, my experience with schizophrenia and technologies which could produce that effect in people. Okay, as well as my thought processes, which could have got me targeted. All right. So, I'm gonna get into today's topics. I do a lot of times I read out of books or I think little things and just like little feedback that I get as a schizophrenic. Sometimes I talk about the schizophrenic reality. And a couple things I'm going to talk about today is I saw something and I don't know if I saw it in a dream, if I dreamt this, or like if it was an AI thing, but like Billy Joe, uh, the Green Day guitar lead singer was like spazzing out and smashing a guitar and trashing Justin Bieber or something, and he was like really angry at Justin Bieber or the fans because they wouldn't let him finish a set or something. I don't know. It was some weird thing like that, and I just caught a glimpse of it, and I was thinking, okay, so this is supposed to be me because I am previously some sort of FBI counterintelligence program utilizing Donald Trump, and Donald Trump stole my identity basically and warred on my identity as president and all this. And I've explained that in other videos, but it's this is a little bit getting into the schizophrenic reality. So there was a guy named Justin who I had a conversation with one time about immigration, and because of the rhetoric that I used in that conversation, they created some sort of mass system to war upon me or whatever. So, yeah. All right. And another schizophrenic reality experience. Brooke Baldwin, the former reporter from CNN, she has like some sort of other show now or whatever. And she was giving a talk on her Threads account or Instagram or something about being unstuck. And this is a reference to the squirrel in this is a reference to the squirrel in the photo of the year, the time photo of the year or whatever, and it's a squirrel being stuck or whatever because my goddess, or the Zistazza, which is like a spirit animal for me, are squirrels, and they're supposed to represent my ancestors, particularly my grandma and stuff. And yeah, so she was talking about being unstuck and in a relationship and everything, and Brooke Baldwin's supposed to be this lady, and they're messing with my mind a lot lately with these two women, and yeah, so it's like a form of like psychological war, and she was also saying things like talking about courage and stuff because I had said that I don't know that I can go to a protest considering that nobody ever acknowledged that protesters and police were targeting me in previous protests, including trying to run me off the road and then tortured me for years and stuff. And so, like, if I don't know where I fit in these protests as a person. So I make these little videos. I Part of me wants to go to the protests. Like, I see all those immigrants out there and they're protesting, and it's like, people, we should be joining them, and that's what should go be going on, and I want to. And then recently, the Chris Kluwe, the Kluwe is Clue. We is because I in my book I talk about how I wanted to start a we party, and he's a punter because they're making fun of me and saying, like, I think they're making fun of peaceful civil disobedience because that's like a punter's thing, and you got to be. And that this counter-revolutionary people are making fun of me, trying to say things like, you're just a punter or whatever, because in the years past they used to refer to me as a quarterback and all this. It's all this schizophrenia junk, and yeah, so I just talk about that, and you know, they want me to just go to these protests and join in or something. They've wanted me to do that for a while, and I I'm not saying that my protest days are over, but like, it's really kind of crazy to just not acknowledge a huge system that can kill people, and yeah. So uh I I probably, if I find the right situation, I can join in and stuff, but I don't know. It's kind of it's like a heavy traumatic thing, and they can, and I'll just let people know that, like, I think it's great that people are protesting, but they should know that the protesting organizations and the police and the state, the government, they are not trustworthy entities, and they can destroy your life. The people you meet at the protest can destroy your life, and yeah, so you should be wary of those things, or just know, just when you go there, just be guarded. And that's counterproductive in trying to create a movement, I guess. But like, it's like, when Big Brother is around, you have to be wary of everything. All right, getting into something else. Someone said that red hat, like the Trump red hat, if you move it around linguistically or whatever, as an I don't know what those things are called, anagrams or something, or it spells hatred, hat red, which is basically linguistically hatred. And I thought that was probably not accidental that that occurs. And so yeah, in my uh directed energy weapon book, War at the Speed of Light, the author discusses that for those attacks to have occurred in China, for Havana syndrome on U.S. diplomats and stuff like that, that probably China would have had to have known about the weaponry. And so, yeah, now that's his assessment, but you can always understand that there's duplicity involved in these things, and I don't know. I start thinking, like, what's the angle for these things, and you know, I don't. It's hard to know what China is doing with the United States. I often think that there's like a Big Brother thing where it's like Wizard of Oz, and the UFO breakaway civilization is what they're hiding from us. And so, yeah. Uh, Anyways, so I'm gonna jump around again here, and anyway, so for the guy was asserting that if for the attack to have happened in China, there would probably have to be agreement for the Chinese to let it happen. So now, targeted justice says that the attacks happening on the U.S. citizens here are likely coming from CIA or organizations in the United States. So I happen to know that people in the media and people and politicians know all about the torture that I received for years, and they just pretend that they don't know and that they're helpless and all this and stuff. So they were mocking me for years while I was being tortured. So, okay. In my book, Never Enough, it discusses that there is a healthy way to excel that we should be teaching our kids, and that they need to know their psychological and physical limits, and you know that we shouldn't. You don't want to sacrifice your body. Like they were describing, this one girl wanted to go to Stanford so bad as a 14-year-old. She said if you would have asked her, she said she would chop off her leg to get into Stanford because she wanted to be the best and everything. She had like this, she was like brainwashed basically to like be the best, be the best, be best. And like, uh, that gets into Melania Trump with her weird be best thing and stuff. So like they're brainwashing these people into like be the best, be the best, be the best, sacrifice everything, and you need to have some sort of healthy balance. And this book posits that parents need to be healthy balance keepers. And so, yeah, so you have to do that for yourself first, but then you can do it for your kids. So, all right. So, in a few weeks, we're going to go to Hearsts Castle with my Aunt Darlene and Uncle Ollie, and we're gonna have a good time up there in Cambria, and we're gonna stay at a hotel not too far away, and it looks like it's gonna be very nice. The hotel itself it's not terribly expensive like other hotels, and it's not in the town, but it's right on the ocean, and it's a really nice hotel, and I can't imagine asking for a nicer place to stay than that. So I don't want to say what it is because I don't want some weirdo following me there. Okay, well, weirdos are gonna follow me there because I'm a schizophrenic, so, but I don't need to put it out on the internet exactly where we're staying, so, okay. I'll tell you after we stay. Uh, okay, so, oh yeah, we got a bag at REI, and I was gonna share it with this. This is my bag that I got for REI for the Camino. And this is the bag. It's an Osprey. It's a day pack. I'm excited by this bag because of what it represents going forward, and all these little trips that we're gonna take, little hikes in the redwoods and Spain and Ireland and stuff. And we're in our hiking era. We're just walking around town now, but like our high is still 3.5 miles. But we're gonna look to try to do 3 and 4 milers starting in March. And so, yeah, right now we're doing 2 and 3 milers, and we're gonna do 3 and 4 in March and stuff. So we got to get into shape. So we're just slowly working into shape, and the goal is to get to 8.8. So yeah, we got a long way to go, but uh, yeah. So I ate a healthy meal yesterday. I had a avocado, salmon, tomato, and cucumber salad. So that's going pretty well. And so, yeah. All right. So I guess I'm done today. This was kind of a weird one. Some days there's just not as much interesting things to talk about that I'm going through on a day. So, but if I don't let it out, then it all builds up and it gets worse and stuff. So apologize for today's thing, but this is gonna stop here. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and it's February 21st. So almost March Madness. Go Duke.